finish my show. I'm ready to go. Always giving that hard flow. Bringing my hopes.
Hi, this is Annika with Sweet Entertainment, and today I'm here with Malibu Baarbie.
With 2 A's on the Baarbie, aka Rainbow Monroe. I got that sparkly flow. Also added a new character, Saint Melly and Malibu Baby.
Gotta love Malibu Baarbie. There's so much with her. So, are you originally from here?
Yes, I am. I'm actually from a small town, Marshfield.
Oh, yes, it's very close.
Yeah.
So, what was it in your life that made you decide that you wanted to do rap music or perform? Or do you do strictly rap, or do you sing? Are you?
Well, I've always done some singing. I was in honors choir in 8th grade. And then I got in trouble at performance because I performed it like we did in class, which was always like really bubbly and like, yay, hey, what's up, and apparently you're supposed to stand there like this and sing without moving. And I didn't know that. And then I said, thank you, really guys, thanks at the end, and the teacher made me write this whole long story about how I had to apologize for being disrespectful. And then after that, what do you know, I didn't make any of the musicals that the music teacher was involved in. And my drama teacher told me it was because singing wasn't my best asset, so then I decided to do a storytelling piece, and I sang in it twice as like characters. I was a king and then a princess, and I got a first place trophy. So thanks, drama teacher, for the motivation.
I was going to say, it's really amazing
Yeah.
that you continue to stick with what you do, considering somebody tried to bring you down to such a young age.
And then I was really into acting. I love acting, but with acting, producers are looking for a certain character, and if you don't fit the character right off the bat, they don't want to cast you. Well, considering that I can do multiple characters, how do you know which one? The odds didn't seem as likely, and I saw Nicki Minaj's Super Bass video, and I was just like, I can so do this, like, why not? So then I just made my whole character and everything, and I'm glad I did, because now it's all my choice.
Right, which kind of brings me to my next question, which is about your style. You do tend to attract a younger crowd. They're just really drawn to you, and it's because you've got such an eccentric look to you. Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit? Is that where you originated your style from?
Well, no, I actually, I always wanted rainbow hair, and I actually have a little Shih Tzu, and I colored her hair. I had colored her hair for a long time because I wanted my hair to look like that. And then whenever I was able to, I decided, why not? I'm going to go for it. I don't have anything else holding me back. Right. So rainbow hair it is, and then it all just kind of fell into place.
Well, you wear it very well.
Thank you.
Very well.
Yes.
You are one of the first female entertainers that we've had on here. I believe we did have one other one. I believe C-Note at one time was on our little show here. And so would you say, as a female entertainer, that it's a little bit more difficult for you guys to establish yourself in such a atmosphere?
I think that it's more difficult, and it's also easier too in different ways. It's more difficult in the sense that if you tend to be a more attractive female, then lots of times people will say they want to work with you without even listening to your music or knowing whether or not you're good, because they want something else. And that's frustrating. That can be really frustrating. In another sense, you can turn around and use that to your advantage and be like, oh, okay, you're going to book me this show, that's great. It doesn't mean I have to do anything. And if they cross that line, then I'll be like, whoa,
Right.
What's going on here?
Right.
This wasn't what we talked about.
This is not in the contract.
So. Yeah, you just kind of have to let them know where you stand, and sometimes it's better to not completely make it clear till you've gotten what you wanted out of it, considering that they were going the bad way about it,
Right. Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, definitely. So, I know you got a mixtape out.
Yes, Malibu Ass Kick.
All right, you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, Malibu Ass Kick, I named it that after my song Malibu Ass Kick, which is actually one of the first songs that I wrote whenever I really, really started pursuing it and getting into it. But the very, very first song I wrote to a beat, because before I was a spoken word artist. So I just made my own rhythm. And then whenever I started working with beats and figuring them out, breaking them down, I then started writing the song about my brother. And that one's my most serious song. And I'm doing a little more serious songs. But I also like to do fun songs. And unfortunately, I do some gritty, dirty songs too.
That's what makes you you.
That's old school rap, right?
People will have to love about you, exactly. If you could tell anybody out there that's trying to be an up and coming entertainer in the business, maybe some young ladies out there that might be trying to get into the business, what would you tell them? What would you say to inspire them?
Well, you know, just like I had people tell me that I wasn't a good singer, and nonetheless, character singer versus somebody like Beyonce, you can still sing, and if that's what you enjoy to do, do it.
Right.
Don't let anybody hold you back from being who you are, and that's why Malibu Baarbie, because Malibu Baarbie can be anybody or anything that she wants to be.
Right.
So I'm unlimited.
Amazing.
And you should never limit yourself.
That's pretty sweet. Tell them where they can check you out or find you on Facebook, or if you have like maybe a YouTube channel, maybe they can see your videos.
YouTube, it's Malibu Baarbie with 2 A's on the Barbie. And it will correct it for you without you knowing. So you have to double check it and make sure that it says, we searched it as Malibu Baarbie. Did you mean Malibu Baarbie? Go for that one, the second one. And then also Reverb Nation. And it's Malibu Baarbie again, except the B on Boo is capitalized in Malibu. That's the only difference.
Well, I appreciate you giving me some of your time. It was very sweet of you.
Oh, thank you.
Something sweet for you.
Ooh, lots of sweets. Just a bag full of candy.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking us out.
Delicious.
Me with Malibu Baarbie. See you out and about.
Yep. Thank you.
Decent party size, supporting the glaze eyes. Hella hot girls and